Joining me here now on the Rich Eisen Show is the quarterback of the Detroit Lions, getting set to take on the Las Vegas Raiders on Monday night. He is Jared Goff. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well, Rich. How are you?
I am doing great. I am doing just fine. I just love watching your team play, man. What is it like to quarterback this team right now, Jared?
Yeah, man, it's been fun. We've had some good success early on. Obviously, this past week didn't go our way in any way, but yeah, it's been a good year up to this point. And, still got a lot of football ahead of us to make sure we stay on track.
Other than the winning, what makes it fun? What's fun?
It's part of it's doing it with a lot of the same guys that were on we were on the wrong side a lot of these games, and finding a way to win it now with those same guys and those same coaches and a lot of the same people in the organization is a lot of fun, and seeing these guys all enjoy it and being able to have a successful team right now and feel good about it is good. But like I said, a lot of work to do still, but we feel good with where we're at.
Do you feel like you're the OG of this team, Jared? Seriously, do you feel it sometimes?
I think Taylor Decker can hold that one. He's been on the line his whole career, and him and I are the same draft class. But I may be second to him. Yeah, I guess so. I've had some pretty good experience of NFL football in my day. I feel like,
yeah.
And some of these rookies come in, I feel pretty old, and they tell me I'm old. So it's pretty fun now becoming that old guy.
But you've quarterbacked in a Super Bowl. You can walk around this locker room with that on your resume, and obviously it goes unspoken, but that is an important aspect of what this team is trying to achieve and what needs to be done. And I'm wondering if that does sometimes seep into your thoughts as you try to lead, Jared.
Yeah, I think I've got a unique perspective. I've had pretty good success in my career, and trying to get to the top of that mountain. And I've got a pretty good idea of how it happens and what it looks like, and I think I can lead in that way. But we got a lot of good leaders on this team, and I'm just a part of it. But yeah, I feel like I can show guys the way sometimes, some of these young guys, and be that leader for them.
What similarities between what you're seeing right now and what you witnessed and were part of in the ascension of an NFC champion in Los Angeles? Any connective tissue between those experiences, Jared, for you?
Yeah, it's so hard. It's such different teams. I wish I had a better answer for you. It is hard to find a similarity. I mean, I guess the resiliency and like the belief in each other is something that both teams had, and we have right now is just the belief in each other and the belief that one of us is going to make a play down the stretch in a close game, and that's half the battle. Some of this time is believing in each other, and thinking that things are going to go your way is sometimes half the battle. Any
similarities between McVay and Dan Campbell, Jared? What do you got for me? Come on now. What do you got?
Yeah, not much. They're both good. They're both great coaches. They both know football really well.
Right.
But other than that, not much.
Good hair? Like, I don't know. I don't see much of Dan's.
Dan wears a hat quite a bit, so that's different as well.
What's your favorite Dan Campbell exchange that you've had with him, Jared?
Man, where do I start? I think, there's so many. I mean, some of the stuff in team meetings that obviously never makes it to the internet or to the media is pretty special. Some of the motivation stuff, some of the fun stuff, some of the funny stuff that he'll show us.
What do you got? Come on, what do you got? What can you share? What's the funny stuff that he's showing you? What do you got?
He'll put together some clips sometimes of just, some stupid things that happen during practice and, talk it up like it's some serious point that he wants to get across. And then he shows you the clip, and it's some, one of our staffers falling down and talking about, making sure we're wearing the right cleats at practice. And it's, one of the coaches slipping and falling on his butt or something, so fun stuff like that. He keeps it light, he keeps it fun, but also at the same time demands a lot from us, and we respect it.
Jared Goff here on the Rich Eisen Show. What did happen this past weekend that you can explain? What happened?
Yeah, man, we got taken care of pretty good. I think Baltimore's a great team. They did a great job with us, and we really didn't do a great job in any aspect. And I think first off, you look internally, you look in the mirror and say, where can you get better? And I certainly do that, and try to make sure I'm doing everything I can this week to bounce back and have a good game against the Raiders. But yeah, just a lot of things didn't go our way, and you tip your cap to Baltimore. They did a lot of things well.
Do you bury the tape or do you learn?
No, you watch it.
What do you got?
No.
Okay.
You watch it. You see what you did wrong, where you can get better and improve from it. The bury the tape things. It's funny that people always ask that, but that's kind of like a older mentality, I guess. I mean, there's so much good stuff on that film that you can learn from, and there always is, and wins and losses, and we treat them all the same.
Yeah. So anything in your first blush viewing that you would quote unquote good stuff for you to?
Oh, not
to
much
see?
good. No, not much good. A lot to learn from, though. Yeah.
All right. And what was it like on the flight home? What was that like for you guys? Because it is clearly an outlier based on not just this year, but the way you finished last year as well.
Yeah, we haven't had one like that in quite some time, and again, it's a good opportunity for us to look inward and see where we can get better and improve. And those flight homes are never fun, especially when it's in that fashion. And it's a good opportunity for us to improve and bounce back.
Jared,
I wish. I guess we're fortunate enough to say that we're sitting here 5-2 with a loss like that, but. We've got a good chance to bounce back this week against the Raiders.
Do you watch Monday Night Football with the Vikings and the Niners, or you don't watch football when you're not playing it, Jared?
I'll watch the ones that matter to us, the NFC ones, and division games. If they're on TV, I'll watch them. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes I'm sleeping. But yeah, I watched last night.
Then what'd you make of it? Can I turn you into the paparazzi here? What's your analysis of what you saw?
Yeah, it was a great game. It was a great finish. I thought Kirk played really well. I thought the Niners played really well. It's two really good teams. We'll get Minnesota later in the year, and we'll have our hands full. But it's fun to watch two good teams go at it like that.
Couple more minutes with Jared Goff, Detroit Lions quarterback, here on the Rich Eisen Show. One of the guys I love watching play on your offense is Amon-Ra St. Brown. How good is this guy, Jared?
Yeah, really, really, really good. I like watching him play too, and he's a lot of fun to play with. He's a lot of fun to be around. He's been voted a captain this year, which I think is well deserved by him. He's a great leader. He's a really, really good teammate to have, and a guy that I'm lucky to play with every day and every game. And he brings our offense to a new level, and I'm happy to play with him.
What in particular is he good at? Based on, I mean, you've thrown her some really good ones, Jared, in your career. Yep. What do you got on that front?
I think his toughness is kind of the main thing that makes him, so great. Is he's not afraid to go over the middle. He's not afraid to catch a ball in traffic. He's not afraid to finish a run when the ball's in his hands. And then he's extremely smart. He's extremely well versed in what defenses are trying to do, and understands coverage and understands voids and understands space and leverage and that whole thing. So it makes it really easy to throw to when he's that way. And then obviously all the skill stuff, he's incredible at his route running, his hands, all that stuff is really elite for a receiver. And he's a lot of fun, man. Before
I let you go, Jared, I want to go a little macro here with you, because you would have some unique perspective here on the development of a quarterback in the NFL. Again, you're in your 8th season right now, and you're playing terrifically, and you have been for a while, and you have been previously as well. But, you're a first overall selection, and a lot is expected of somebody who's chosen that way, or third round, or anybody, right, in the NFL. And you're seeing a division mate of yours right now, Jordan Love in Green Bay. Just 6 games in, folks are wondering, is he the right guy? Things of that nature. What do you say about the development of a quarterback and patience that is required, Jared?
Yeah, it's obviously a hot topic, but it's not necessarily fair to a lot of these guys to make a decision on them within 16 or 25 games. And it certainly wasn't that way 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago, or a decade ago, where guys got 3 or 4 years. They got their rookie contract to kind of figure it out. And nowadays you're seeing guys get replaced after 2, even after a year and a half, even less than that if they get injured or certain things happen. And, it's the world we live in. It's the NFL world we live in. A lot of it's people like your fault, Rich, who tend to put a lot of, undue pressure on some of these young guys.
Okay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but, you wish the best for them. And, the cream typically always rises to the top no matter how long it takes. But unfortunately, some of these young guys don't get as much time as some of these guys used to get.
Well, I've got to push back, Jared. You know I have to push back. I mean, maybe it's my profession, but I don't know if it's me. That's why I'm asking you. In all seriousness, what's the number that you think would a quarterback coming out of college, whether it's drafted like you first overall or anywhere, what's the proper number do you think to evaluate a quarterback would be?
Personally, I think it's 3 years. I think you got to give them 3 years, and you got to be patient. You got to know that the first 2 might not go your way, and it might not be fun, and they're learning and they're figuring things out. But if you're making that investment in a young guy, wait 3 years and then make your decision. And if it doesn't work after 3 years, then so be it. But the plug's getting pulled on a lot of these guys after 1 or 2 or even less than that when they're getting hurt.
Right,
which isn't fair.
And unfortunately, some of the guys have a coordinator switch or a coaching switch or a general manager switch or things of that nature. And I proffer to say that did actually help you. I remember Todd Gurley referred to the offense you were first playing in as a high school offense, right? And then Sean McVay comes in, and that changes things a little bit. And now, obviously, you are where you are, and sometimes it takes that much time. That's why I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, it does, and I was lucky to have a good coach come in and put a good offense together for us. But yeah, some guys aren't, and it's unfortunate. It's a lot of it's luck, a lot of it's opportunity, and you hope they all get it, but unfortunately they don't.
All right, Jared, good chatting with you. Appreciate it. Last one for you before I let you go. Are you used to now being an ACC quarterback, Jared? You used to that now?
No, I know, not yet. I need to go get the ACC network on my TV here pretty soon.
Yeah.
And catch up on. I don't even know who's in the ACC, to be honest with you. So I got to figure out who our new conference rivals are.
Just watch basketball. You can figure it out. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's
right.
Those Cal Duke games, man. Right now it's like, debate class in a way for those two schools, but that's coming. Cal versus Duke.
Yeah, Cal Duke in Cameron. Big upset coming soon.
All right, Jared. That's it. Way to put it out there. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Have a good Monday Night Football contest, and we'll chat again soon. Appreciate it.
All right, Rich. Thank you.
You got it. That's Jared Goff. Always enjoyed talking to him, even though he takes shots at me broadly right here on The Rich Eisen Show. Catch The Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.